Hello, my ladies and pretty gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of Look What's Happening in the Spirit Realm with yours truly, Light. Today, I want to talk about what it means when I've mentioned you have been seen as too good to be true. You see, you come into people's lives. These people we're all born with hope. We're all born with a lot of love to give, the desire to be open, to be receptive, to be vulnerable. We're all born with these things fully intact. But for some reason, these are the people that are supposed to house the new earth with you. These are the people that are your soul family. We come across so much that makes us believe that what we have inside us is the problem, that our love, our generosity is the problem, that we have to learn how to grow cold. So when you come across these people and they've lived a life much like yours, given all the reasons why they shouldn't be open, and they meet you, there is this hesitancy. And I'm not even going to say it's coming only from their part. It could even be from yours. I've always liked to believe that God's Spirit likes to give you things when you no longer need them or want them. And that could be seen as a negative thing, even heartbreaking, disheartening. But it can also be seen as freedom because you don't really need it. It is just an addition, it's a cherry on top of your cake. You have learned to love yourself. So when you come across these people and they've been so exhausted by all the other frauds that they've had to endure, these might not even be just your soul family. They take a step back. They ponder your motives, they have reservations about you. But it's not you in general. It's reservations about who you are to them, why you are there. Because we all know we've been met with so many reasons not to trust people, not to give our hearts to people, and to be very alone in that sense. And so when you enter these people's lives, they don't know what to do with you because it's almost like everything that they have invested in other people, believing that those were safe investments, is now being compared starkly to what you're presenting to them, which they believed did not exist. They believed you did not exist. That the likes of you were merely a dream or something that they had to project onto other people, a mere delusion of the mind, a limerence, a walking confusion, a walking question mark. Because you have reserved a part of your heart, a part of your being has not been reached or tainted. And there's almost a resurrection that happens, an electrifying resurrection when you meet your soul family. That things might actually go slowly. So a lot slower than you would even anticipate because you are both in some form of shock. And these are friends that you're going to come across from your soul family. These are lovers, and even certain parts of your family members that might be stepping into the new earth consciousness, or whatever you want to call it. It's almost like all the pain that had been normal, all the pain that had laid dormant, is being opened up, and the injustice is being felt at a deeper level, that the sensitivity you have towards mistreatment is heightened. It's almost like, you're in the grocery store or whatever, you're outside, you can't really go into the restroom anywhere. You're able to just hold it for as long as like hours sometimes, given where you are. But the minute your body knows there's a restroom nearby, that you are home, it's like you can't even hold it anymore. That's it. That's the feeling that you're going to have, both of you. And I feel like my body is full of shards. I'm sorry, I'm not here to cry. And I cannot afford to be shaken again, because it's like stabbing my organs. It's almost feeling like this. It's like these shards are preserved in this liquid. And when things become hopeful, when there's warmth, the liquid turns into liquid. The shards are floating around, and if I am shaken, I will be stabbed. And I'm feeling this on a collective level, because a part of it is unreasonable, the extent that I'm feeling this. And I'm feeling this because something is very close for us. A lot of you watching this, like your moment of peace, your moment of belonging, your moment of being able to give the love that you've never actually been able to give. Because even those that considered you too good to be true, those you gave too much to, you didn't give them everything. And the thing that hurts the most in this world is not being able to give your love the way you can. It isn't being hurt or rejection. That's not the thing that hurts the most. It's the love you hold back. That's the thing that hurts the most. And a lot of you have been touched by the timeline, the golden age that's ensuing. You come from that place. Time doesn't exist. You are that tipping point. And this is why your love has been so heavy on you. It's been so heavy for people to even receive it, to understand you. That is why you've been considered too good to be true. Because your love is otherworldly. It's whole and complete. It holds no reservation. It holds no if, ands, or buts. You love so purely. And you're going to be able to give that love and give some space to your soul family, because they've been through the same thing. And this is the first time somebody did not manipulate them. This is the first time somebody didn't take from them. Excuse me. This is the first time for you and them. So things go slowly, because nobody's pulling the string. Nobody's trying to rush you into giving yourself, because they're just in it for an end game. This is a soul family we're talking about. And if you feel old wounds being opened up and you are feeling unreasonably in pain, it's only because you are in a safe place. And it's only because, in a way, that you've been carrying so much that you weren't able to fully digest. This world is not okay. If people have tried to convince you otherwise, and you have silenced yourself because nobody else shared your opinion. Something about this world isn't right. It isn't right. The minimum wage isn't right. None of it is right. None of it. It's not right. This is not where we're supposed to be. We are being taken advantage of. And it is time to normalize that. So, this is why you've been too good to be true. It's because you come from a different timeline. You remember a different timeline. And this is why your life has been like a rock on top of your shoulders. And your pain has been so deep that the language you use to describe people's pain hasn't sufficed. I should have brought toilet paper with me. I should have known that I would be crying. This is why. And if you feel like people are holding you at arm's length, that people don't know where to put you in their lives, how to categorize you, it's because you are something that they have never tasted. You are something that has been told to them in mere books, fantasies, poetries. You are a walking movie. You embody that free spirit element that hasn't been beaten out of you. And so they don't have the reality, the experience to compare you to. And if they did, it is too scary. What's going to happen if they fall for you? What's going to happen to them? Will you catch them? Will you be the same person? These are the same questions that you ask. In fact, you've never been given the privilege to ask these questions because you've never come across a person that you did not have to settle for. And that has been your responsibility. And you taking care of that part, not settling. Even though I understand more than you know how lonely it is to have the love that you do. And I will not ask you to punish yourself for that love. Because loving those who are incapable of receiving your love is a truly evil thing to do to yourself. It truly is. And that is where your soul family has been. They have been trying to give their love, minimize it, to fit the hands of those who had very small hearts. And now that they've met you, it's like they have to recalculate, they have to recalibrate their perception, how they approach you. They have to go back to their childhood again. They have to restart their lives. And so do you. So give it time. Give it time. Because we are not the mistake. You are not the one that is too good to be true. That is the false reality. We're living in a world where love is scarce. That is the problem. It's not you. It's never been you. So please don't adjust that. Learn to keep it to yourself until the right people who can handle it come around. So, with that being said, I want to announce that I have started a membership for love reading specifically. It's going to be like a podcast with a thumbnail on it. So definitely keep an eye out for that if you're interested in the love readings. It's going to be quite interesting if you ask me. So go ahead, check that out. And if you want just a personal private reading, the link is in the description box. So is my book and everything else. And remember, I do not reach out to you ever for a reading, for anything. I don't give you prophecies on comment sections. That's not me. So, with that being said, lots of love.